Heavenly Father, tonight I come to you at the end of a long day, and I come honestly. I do not come pretending that I am fine when my heart feels heavy. I do not come pretending that my mind is quiet when my thoughts are still moving. I do not come pretending that rest is easy when my body is tired and yet something inside me is still awake. I come to you as I am. I come to you with the weight of this day still sitting on me. I come to you with the conversations I have replayed too many times. I come to you with the pressure I carried through the hours, with the strain I felt but did not always speak about, with the inward tiredness that has settled into my chest, my thoughts, and my body. And Lord, before this night goes any further, I need to say this plainly. I do not want to carry this whole day deeper into the night. I do not want to bring every burden into my sleep. I do not want to lie down and let my mind keep working as if the day has not ended. I do not want to take every fear, every unfinished thing, every private ache, every pressure about tomorrow and let it keep pressing on my soul while I am trying to rest. I do not want to go deeper into the dark, still holding everything as tightly as I have been holding it all day long. So tonight, Father, I come to lay it down. I lay down the strain of this day before you. I lay down the weight of what was said and what was left unsaid. I lay down the disappointments I am still carrying. I lay down the moments that hurt more than I expected. I lay down the things that drained me. I lay down the invisible pressure I have felt in my mind, in my emotions, in my body, and even in the silence around me. I lay down the fears I have about tomorrow, the things I cannot control, the things I do not yet understand, the things waiting in the morning, the conversations still hanging over me, the responsibilities I feel before they even arrive, the weight of providing, deciding, enduring, being strong, showing up, and keeping going. Lord, I lay down before you the burdens I carry for my family. I lay down the concerns I carry for the people I love. I lay down the parts of my heart that are still on guard. I lay down the stress that comes from caring deeply and not knowing how to fix everything. I lay down the pain of wanting peace for people I love and not always knowing how to get them there. I lay down the worries I carry about my health, my mind, my heart, my body, my future, my home. I lay down the inner noise, the thoughts that keep circling, the mental clutter that will not quiet down on its own, the hidden overthinking, the tightness in my chest when fear gets too close, the exhaustion that says I should be asleep by now, and the restlessness that answers back, "Not yet, Father." I know I am not the first person to come to you this way at the end of a weary day. You know what it is to meet the burdened. You know what it is to draw near to the weary. You know how to receive the heart that is trying to stay strong and is tired of carrying so much. So I do not come to you tonight as someone who has already figured everything out. I come as someone who needs you. I need your nearness. I need your mercy. I need the quiet strength of your presence. I need you to meet me here, not when everything is fixed, not when every thought is calm, not when every burden is gone, but here, now, in the real condition of this night. Because the truth is, Lord, some nights are heavy. Some nights the room gets quiet and the thoughts get louder. Some nights the lights go out, but the mind does not. Some nights the body lies down, but the heart still feels like it is carrying things. Some nights it is not a dramatic pain, just a deep tiredness, a quiet sadness, a hidden pressure, a restless ache that is hard to explain. And tonight, if this is one of those nights, then I do not want to meet it alone. I want to meet it with you. So here I am. Here is my tired mind. Here is my burdened heart. Here is the pressure I have carried through the day. Here is the sadness that still lingers. Here is the anxiety I do not want to feed any longer. Here is the fear of tomorrow. Here is the part of me that still feels too alert, too stretched, too full, too tired to keep carrying all of this by myself. Father, I place all of it before you now, not in polished words, not in perfect spiritual language, but in honesty. I am tired. I am carrying a lot. I do not want to keep holding this through the night. I need you to take what I cannot keep carrying. And even in saying that, Lord, there is already mercy. Because as I bring this to you, I remember that I am not speaking into emptiness. I am not praying into silence. I am not laying these things down into a void that cannot answer. I am bringing them to my God, to the God who sees, to the God who knows, to the God who has watched me through this day, to the God who understands what has worn me down, to the God who is not impatient with weakness, to the God who does not shame the tired heart for being tired. So before sleep goes any deeper, I choose this holy turning. I turn from carrying everything alone. I turn from replaying everything without end. I turn from letting fear sit in the center of this room. I turn from trying to keep inward control over what only you can truly hold. And I turn toward you, toward your steadiness, toward your mercy, toward your presence, toward the quiet strength of your care. Tonight, I do not want to go deeper into the night carrying the same tightness, the same mental noise, the same clenched fear. I want to go deeper into this night under your care. I want to go deeper into this night with less striving and more surrender, less grasping and more trust, less fear and more nearness, less inner pressure and more rest in you. So, Father, receive what I am placing into your hands right now. Receive the weight of this day. Receive the strain on my mind. Receive the unrest in my body. Receive the ache in my heart. Receive the pressure of tomorrow. Receive the concerns for my family. Receive the silent things I do not have words for. Receive the emotions that still feel tangled. Receive the thoughts that have not yet slowed down. I place them in your hands because they are safer there than they are in mine. I place them in your hands because I am too tired to be my own refuge. I place them in your hands because I do not want to carry this day past the point where grace is inviting me to release it. I place them in your hands because I need this night to become a place of surrender, not one more room where fear keeps me awake. And as I place all of this before you, Lord, let something begin to loosen inside me. Let the grip of the day begin to loosen. Let the pressure in my thoughts begin to loosen. Let the fear of tomorrow begin to loosen. Let the inner strain begin to loosen. Let the part of me that still feels like it must keep watch begin to loosen. I do not need everything solved in this moment. I only need to stop carrying it alone. So tonight, at the edge of sleep, before the night goes deeper, I choose surrender. Not because I am strong, not because I have no pain, not because nothing matters, but because you are God and I am not. Because you are faithful and I am tired. Because you can hold what I cannot. Because your hands are stronger than my fear, gentler than my striving, and steadier than my thoughts. And that is why I come to you now. I come to lay it down. I come to stop dragging the whole day into the rest you are offering me. I come because I do not want to keep holding what you are inviting me to surrender. I come because I need this night to belong more to your peace than to my pressure. So here, Lord, before sleep, before silence, before I go any further into this night, I give you this day, and I ask you to begin doing in my soul what I have not been able to do for myself. Quiet me, gather me, receive me, and teach my heart to let go. Father, now that I have placed the weight of this day into your hands, I ask you to draw me into the quiet safety of your presence, because when the world gets quiet, my mind does not always follow. When the room grows still, thoughts can grow louder. After long days, dark thoughts can come close. What I held together in the daylight can begin to feel heavier in the night. And Lord, that is why I need more than silence right now. I need you. I need more than a quiet room. I need the comfort of knowing that you are here. I need more than the end of the day. I need the nearness of the God who does not leave me alone with anxious and weighted thoughts. I need the presence of the one who sees what is on my plate, who sees the sacrifices I am making, and who knows the thoughts running through my head while I am sitting here in this room. So tonight, before I go deeper into this night, I come to you exactly as I am. If I feel overwhelmed, you already know. If I feel like I cannot shut my brain off, you already know. If dark thoughts have followed me into this hour, you already know. If my heart feels weighted down, you already know. If anxiety has made the room feel darker than it should, you already know. And still, Lord, you say, come to me. You do not say, do more. You do not say, fix yourself first. You do not say, calm yourself down before I draw near. You say, come to me. Bring the burdens, bring the heaviness, bring the thoughts that will not slow down. Bring the weariness no one else can see. So I come, and as I come, let this be the first thing that settles over me tonight. You are here. It is so comforting to know that you are here. If you are here, I do not have to worry about a single thing in the same way. If you are here, I do not have to keep carrying the night by myself. If you are here, I do not have to keep my mind on constant alert. If you are here, then this room is not empty, and I am not abandoned in it. Father, I need to remember tonight, not only that you are near, but who you are to me in the night. You are my protector. You are always with me. You are my Abba, my good Father. When dark thoughts try to close in, you remain closer. When my mind feels crowded, you remain steady. When my heart feels weighted and anxious, you remain kind. Please help me overcome these dark thoughts as I remember these truths. Please fill my heart and mind with your peace, because your presence is not abstract. It is shelter, it is covering, it is mercy. It is the difference between lying here alone with fear and lying here under the care of my Father. So let the room change now under your presence. Let it become gentler. Let it become kinder. Let it become safer. Where fear has made me tense, let your nearness loosen me. Where loneliness has made the silence feel sharp, let your presence soften it. Where stress has taught my body to stay ready, let your peace teach it another way. Where my thoughts keep trying to run, let them meet not emptiness, but you. And as they meet you, let my heart hear this. I am safe here. I am secure here. I am held here. I am protected here. Not because I have solved every fear, not because tomorrow no longer exists, not because the world is suddenly simple, but because the Lord is here, and the Lord is not careless with me. He loves me. He cares for me. He is with me tonight. So now, Father, gather in the scattered parts of me. Gather in the restless thoughts. Gather in the anxious places. Gather in the tired emotions. Gather in the heart that still feels vulnerable after dark. Gather in the part of me that still thinks it must stay inwardly awake in order to be safe. And teach that part of me to rest near you, because you are a better keeper than my fear. You are a better guard than my overthinking. You are a better refuge than my attempts at control. So tonight, let this become settled first. You are here. You are my protector. You are my Father. You are always with me. And because you are here, I am safe to remain in this room, safe to breathe, safe to soften, and safe to rest near you. Father, now that I have brought this tired heart into the safety of your presence, I come to you for something deeper still. I come not only to lay down the weight of this day, but to let you search the places in me that have grown weary, distant, cluttered, and hard. Because, Lord, I know that some kinds of tiredness do not come only from work. Some tiredness comes from carrying too much inside. Some tiredness comes from trying to live in my own strength too long. Some tiredness comes from being distracted, restless, scattered, and spiritually thin. Some tiredness comes from all the little ways my heart drifts, hardens, hides, or hurries past you. And tonight, I do not want to go to sleep with all of that untouched. I do not want to lie down only physically tired while my soul remains cluttered. I do not want to bring this whole day to its end without turning back toward you more honestly. I do not want to carry into the deeper hours of this night the things that your mercy is ready to wash. So I come back to you now, not in fear, not in shame, not hiding behind polished words. I come as I am, and I say to you simply, Lord, if there is anything in me that needs cleansing, wash it. If there is anything in me that needs softening, soften it. If there is anything in me that has drifted from you, draw it back. If there is anything in me that has been relying on itself instead of resting in you, bring it home again. Father, I confess that I cannot do this life on my own. I cannot carry every burden on my own. I cannot quiet every fear on my own. I cannot heal my own heart by force. I cannot create peace in myself just by thinking harder or trying harder. I need you. I need your mercy more than I need self-control. I need your cleansing more than I need self-improvement. I need your nearness more than I need the illusion of having everything together. So tonight, Lord, forgive me where I have lived too far from your peace. Forgive me for the ways I keep returning to fear. Forgive me for the ways I hold on to what you have asked me to surrender. Forgive me for trying to carry in my own strength what should have been placed in your hands. Forgive me for all the small hidden ways I let anxiety lead me more than trust. Forgive me for the places where pressure has made me hard instead of honest, restless instead of prayerful, guarded instead of yielded. And Father, if there is guilt sitting quietly in me tonight, wash it away. If there is shame still whispering, silence it with your mercy. If there is regret I keep touching again and again, take it from my hands. If there are failures from today that keep accusing me, bring your truth over them. If I have spoken poorly, reacted poorly, thought poorly, trusted poorly, or walked through this day in ways that left my soul feeling dim, then I place even that before you now, because I do not want to hide from your light. I want to be made new in it. I do not want to lie here defending myself against you. I want to rest under your mercy. I do not want to keep rehearsing my failures in the dark. I want to let your grace speak over them. I do not want to end this day in self-condemnation. I want to end it in repentance, renewal, and peace. So, wash what needs washing, Lord. Wash the weariness from my spirit. Wash the residue of fear from my thoughts. Wash the tension that built up through the day. Wash the hidden bitterness, disappointment, self-reliance, and inward strain that may still be clinging to me. And as you wash, do not do it harshly. Do not let me feel pushed away. Do not let this become a place of condemnation. Let it become a place of return, because you are not cruel with the one who comes back to you at night. You are not impatient with the one who arrives tired and burdened. You are not disgusted by the soul that says, Lord, I need you to clean what I have not been able to clean in myself. You receive that soul with mercy. So receive me now. Receive the parts of me that are ashamed. Receive the parts of me that are tired of failing in the same places. Receive the parts of me that feel spiritually dry. Receive the parts of me that still feel too weak, too burdened, too fragmented, too exhausted to do more than whisper your name. Receive me, Lord, and in receiving me, begin renewing me. Renew my mind where it has been worn thin. Renew my heart where it has grown heavy. Renew my inner life where it has grown distracted. Renew my desire for you where the day has left me dull and tired. Renew in me a quiet willingness to trust you again. I do not need to become impressive tonight. I need to become clean before you. I need to become quiet before you. I need to become open again before you. I need to become willing again to rest in grace, not in performance. So I bring you my need for renewal. Renew the part of me that has been inwardly running all day. Renew the part of me that has grown numb under pressure. Renew the part of me that has stopped expecting peace because it has been carrying stress for too long. Renew the part of me that has forgotten how close you are. Father, if there is any place in me that still feels far from you, go there now. Go there in tenderness. Go there in mercy. Go there in patient love. Do not leave any hidden place outside your care tonight. Search me, Lord, but search me gently. Know me, Lord, but know me tenderly. Lead me, Lord, but lead me softly, because I do not need to be crushed tonight. I need to be restored. I do not need to be scolded tonight. I need to be brought back into the warmth of your presence. I do not need to prove anything before I sleep. I need to lie down knowing that your mercy is greater than my weakness. So let your forgiveness come close now. Let it come close to the places that still ache with regret. Let it come close to the places that still feel unworthy. Let it come close to the places in me that still fear they have failed too much, drifted too far, or fallen short too many times. And let your forgiveness say something deeper than accusation. Let it sigh, you are still mine. Come closer. Be washed. Be renewed. Rest here. Father, I receive that now. I receive your mercy. I receive your cleansing. I receive your nearness. I receive the quiet renewal of a soul that does not have to hide in the night. And because I receive your mercy, I do not have to keep carrying guilt deeper into this night. I do not have to take shame to bed with me. I do not have to let regret lie down beside me. I do not have to keep replaying everything I wish had gone differently. I can place even my failures beneath your grace. So tonight, Lord, I release self-condemnation. I release the harshness I turn against myself. I release the accusations that keep returning. I release the inner voice that says I must fix everything before I can rest. I release the fear that I have not done enough, not been enough, not trusted enough. And in place of that, let your mercy remain. Mercy over my thoughts, mercy over my heart, mercy over this room, mercy over this whole day, mercy that quiets, mercy that cleanses, mercy that restores, mercy that lets a weary soul breathe again. So before the night carries me any deeper, Father, let this be settled in me. I do not belong to condemnation tonight. I belong to your mercy. I do not rest under accusation tonight. I rest under grace. I do not go into sleep trying to hide from you. I go into sleep having come back to you. Wash what needs washing. Renew what needs renewing. Bring back to life what has grown dull. Bring back to peace what has grown restless. And as you do, let my soul become lighter, lighter with mercy, lighter with forgiveness, lighter with the relief of not needing to keep defending myself, lighter with the healing quiet of being received again by the God who loves me. So tonight, Father, I return. Tonight, I receive mercy. Tonight, I let you make me new in the places that have grown tired, burdened, and far from rest. And in that mercy, let my heart begin to grow still. Father, now that I have laid down the weight of this day, now that I have come back under your mercy, I bring you something even more tender. I bring you the places in my heart that still hurt. Not only the stress I can name, not only the anxiety I can feel in the moment, but the deeper aches, the older sadness, the hidden wounds, the quiet places in me that have been carrying sorrow for longer than I know how to explain. Because, Lord, some burdens are not loud. Some pain does not shout. Some wounds do not bleed where anyone can see them. Some pain lives under the surface. It lives in the heart that still aches when it remembers. It lives in the mind that has grown tired from carrying disappointment. It lives in the soul that has tried to keep going while still bruised inside. It lives in the places where grief settled in silence. It lives in the places where loss changed something deep within me. It lives in the places where life looked one way in my hope, but became something heavier in reality. And tonight, Lord, I bring those places to you. I bring you the wounds no one else knows how to touch. I bring you the sadness I have learned to carry quietly. I bring you the disappointment that still sits in me. I bring you the old pain that rises again at night. I bring you the silent battles I have fought inwardly, long after everyone else thought I was fine. Father, you know the hidden grief. You know the tears cried in secret. You know the pain that never became public. You know the heartbreak that stayed inside because I had to keep functioning. You know the inner bruising caused by loss, betrayal, exhaustion, loneliness, and long seasons of trying to be strong. You know what has made my heart heavy. So tonight, I do not bring you a polished heart. I bring you a real one, a heart that has loved and been hurt, a heart that has hoped and been disappointed, a heart that has carried people, seasons, and responsibilities that left marks behind, a heart that may still be trying to rest while old sorrow quietly stirs beneath the surface. And Lord, I ask you now to come near to those places, not with force, not with noise, not with pressure, but with the tenderness of your healing presence. Come near to the brokenhearted, come near to the weary and wounded places, come near to the part of me that still feels fragile underneath the responsibilities. Come near to the hidden sorrow that daylight can distract from, but nighttime can still awaken. You heal the brokenhearted and bind up their wounds. So tonight, bind up mine. Bind up the places where disappointment still ache. Bind up the places where sorrow still lingers. Bind up the places where my heart has grown tired from carrying too much for too long. Bind up the places where fear, sadness, and exhaustion have rubbed me raw inside. And Lord, as you do not rush me. Do not hurry the wounded places. Do not press hard on the bruised places. Do not ask the tired heart to recover quickly just because it wants relief. Be gentle with me. Be gentle with the part of me that still aches. Be gentle with the memories that still carry weight. Be gentle with the places in me that learned to be guarded because pain came too close before. Be gentle with the part of my heart that still does not know how to fully unclench. Father, I need your healing, but I need your gentleness too, because some wounds are not healed by intensity. Some wounds are healed by safety, by nearness, by patient love, by being held long enough to stop bracing, by being seen without being pushed. So tonight, let healing come like that. Let it come softly. Let it come slowly if it needs to. Let it come like mercy, resting on tired ground. Let it come like warm light, reaching the corners of a room that have stayed dim for too long. Let it come like peace, moving through the places where sorrow has settled. And Lord, if there is grief in me tonight, hold it. If there is disappointment in me tonight, hold it. If there is lingering sadness in me tonight, hold it. If there is a private ache I still do not know how to talk about, hold it. If there is pain from the past that still colors the present, hold it. I do not want to keep holding it alone. I do not want to keep carrying hurt the hard way. I do not want to keep acting stronger than I really feel. I do not want to keep pretending that quiet pain is not still pain. So I place even this into your hands. The deep pain, the old pain, the private pain, the pain that looks small from the outside but feels heavy on the inside, the pain that has shaped the way I think, the way I fear, the way I stay alert, the way I brace myself, the way I struggle to rest. I place it in your hands because your hands are kinder than mine. Your hands do not squeeze wounds. Your hands do not shame weakness. Your hands do not grow impatient with healing. Your hands know how to carry broken things without breaking them further. So hold my heart tonight, Lord. Hold it where it is tired. Hold it where it is sad. Hold it where it is disappointed. Hold it where it is worn thin. Hold it where it is still trying to be brave, while also asking for comfort. And let your comfort go deeper than my words. Comfort the places I can name. Comfort the places I cannot name. Comfort the battles fought in silence. Comfort the moments I swallowed pain because life kept moving. Comfort the hidden losses and the disappointments I still feel under the surface. Lord, if my heart has been carrying heaviness for so long that it no longer knows what lightness feels like, begin there. If my inner life has become so used to strain that peace feels unfamiliar, begin there. If I have carried so much sadness that I no longer know how to fully rest, begin there. You do not need my heart to be simple before you can heal it. You only ask that I bring it. So I bring it, and I ask you now, heal what stress has worsened. Heal what grief has hollowed out. Heal what disappointment has bruised. Heal what loneliness has deepened. Heal what fear has tightened. Heal what exhaustion has made fragile. Bring healing to the inner places where life has quietly taken more than I realized. And Father, let your healing do more than touch pain. Let it also create room for peace. Where sorrow has sat heavily, let peace rest there. Where disappointment has left tenderness, let peace cover it. Where grief has made the soul feel raw, let peace move softly there. Where I have felt hollow, let your comfort fill that emptiness with gentle presence. I do not ask tonight for loud healing. I ask for faithful healing, steady healing, tender healing, the kind of healing that lets a weary soul exhale, the kind of healing that does not draw attention to itself, but leaves the heart lighter, the kind of healing that teaches the body it no longer has to carry pain as tightly, the kind of healing that helps me rest because I am finally no longer trying to tend every wound alone. And Lord, as you heal, remind me that I am not strange for hurting. I am not weak for feeling deeply. I am not failing because some things still ache. I am human, I am Lord, and I am being held by a God who knows how to care for wounded hearts. So, tonight, let your compassion meet me before sleep does. Let your kindness meet the aching places before silence gets too deep. Let your peace meet the places where pain usually starts speaking louder at night. Let your nearness reach the part of me that still needs to know it is safe to stop holding everything inside with such force, because I want this night to be more than an interruption from pain. I want it to become a place where pain is finally brought under your care, a place where my sorrow is not abandoned, a place where my heart is not hurried, a place where hidden wounds are not ignored, a place where I am allowed to be both tired and healing, both honest and held, both wounded and still loved. So stay close to my heart tonight, Father. Stay close to the wounded places. Stay close to the sad places. Stay close to the disappointed places. Stay close to the silent places. Stay close until those places begin to believe that they are no longer carrying themselves alone. And where the pain is still too deep for words, let your presence pray over it better than I can. Where the hurt is still too tangled to explain, let your peace settle over it. Where the heart still feels too tired to open fully, let your gentleness wait there without pressure. I trust you with the pain I understand, and I trust you with the pain I do not fully understand. I trust you with what happened. I trust you with what was lost. I trust you with what remains sore inside me. I trust you with the slow work of healing I cannot rush. So tonight, Lord, heal the heavy heart, bind up the unseen wounds, comfort the hidden sorrow, bring quiet to the aching places, and let the soul that has been carrying pain in silence begin, at last, to feel a little more held, a little more tended, a little more safe under your care. And in that gentle healing, let my heart become lighter, not because nothing happened, not because the pain was imaginary, not because I have somehow overcome everything in one night, but because you came near. And because you came near, I no longer have to keep hurting alone. Father, now that I have brought you the weight of this day, now that I have placed my sorrow, my hidden wounds, and my tired heart before you, I bring you the place where so many nights become difficult for me. My mind, I bring you the thoughts that keep circling, the thoughts that come back after I thought I had already set them down, the thoughts that revisit the same fear, the same question, the same memory, the same pressure, the same unfinished thing, again and again and again. I bring you the thoughts that do not know how to stop, because, Lord, sometimes this is the hardest part of the night, not the darkness in the room, but the movement inside my head. The room gets quiet, but the mind does not. The body lies down, but the thoughts keep standing. The day is technically over, but something in me keeps acting as though it must keep going, keep thinking, keep preparing, keep replaying, keep scanning, keep trying to stay ahead of what might happen next. And if I say it plainly tonight, Father, this is how it feels. Sometimes I cannot shut my brain off. Sometimes the thoughts feel heavier after long days. Sometimes my mind keeps returning to what hurts, what worries me, what I did not finish, what I did wrong, what might happen tomorrow, what I should have said, what I should have done, what I still need to solve, what I still feel afraid of. Sometimes the thoughts spiral. They circle and circle until I feel tired in a deeper way. Not only body tired, but inwardly tired, mentally tired, emotionally tired. The kind of tiredness that makes a person feel like sleep is close, but peace is not. And Lord, tonight I do not want to stay trapped inside that spiral. I do not want these thoughts to keep turning like wheels in the dark. I do not want fear to keep feeding them. I do not want my mind to keep rehearsing what it cannot solve tonight. I do not want to lie here and keep carrying tomorrow with the same anxious hands that have already been carrying too much all day long. So now, Father, I place even my thoughts into your hands. Not only the burdens beneath them, the thoughts themselves. I release my thoughts to you now. I release the anxious ones. I release the restless ones. I release the fearful ones. I release the repetitive ones. I release the ones that keep asking, what if? I release the ones that keep trying to prepare for pain before it arrives. I release the ones that believe if I think long enough, I will somehow gain control. I release the ones that have made my mind feel crowded and my heart feel unable to rest. I release them now. And Lord, I do not release them because I suddenly feel strong. I release them because I am tired of being ruled by them. I release them because you are wiser than my mind. You are steadier than my thinking. You are calmer than my fear. You are deeper than the noise inside me. So tonight, in your presence, let these spiraling thoughts begin to lose their power. Quiet them, Lord. Quiet the thoughts that rush. Quiet the thoughts that return. Quiet the thoughts that keep moving ahead of me into tomorrow. Quiet the thoughts that make the room feel smaller and the burden feel bigger. Quiet the thoughts that will not stop circling the same wound, the same fear, the same pressure, the same possibility. Quiet what has not been quiet inside me. And Father, where there has been anxiety, bring peace, not thin peace, not temporary peace, not a fragile peace that disappears the moment another thought rises. Bring your peace, the peace that stands guard over the heart, the peace that watches over the mind, the peace that does not panic when I feel unsettled, the peace that does not leave just because I am tired, vulnerable, and struggling to let go. Guard my heart tonight, Lord. Guard it from the weight of fear. Guard it from the pressure of tomorrow. Guard it from the sadness that wants to pull everything downward. Guard it from the anxious reach that wants to keep going out for control. And guard my mind tonight too. Stand at the door of my thoughts. Stand where fear keeps trying to enter. Stand where overthinking keeps returning. Stand where the mind wants to run long after the body is ready to rest. Let your peace stand there instead of me, because I am too tired to keep watch over my own mind tonight. I am too tired to keep battling every thought as it comes. I am too tired to keep picking them apart one by one. So I ask you to stand, watch where I cannot. Be the quiet guardian of my heart. Be the steady keeper of my mind. Be the peace that remains when my own inner strength is no longer enough. Father, settle my heart Settle it where it still feels crowded. Settle it where it still feels afraid. Settle it where it still believes it must stay alert in order to stay safe. Settle it where stress has trained it to keep anticipating the next thing. Settle it where weariness has made it tender and vulnerable. Do not settle it with pressure. Settle it with your nearness. Settle it with the kind of peace that does not demand but covers. Settle it with the kind of love that does not force but reassures. Settle it with the steady truth that you are here, you are near, and I do not have to think my way into safety. And Lord, rest my soul, not only my body, not only my breathing, my soul, the inward part of me that has stayed busy too long, the hidden part of me that still feels like it must remain vigilant, the tired interior life that no one sees when the room is dark and the eyes are closed, but the mind is still moving. Rest my soul in you. Rest it in your goodness. Rest it in your faithfulness. Rest it in the truth that you already hold what I am trying to think through. Rest it in the reality that tomorrow is already in your hands. Rested in the comfort that I am not alone in this room with the burden of being my own peace. Because the truth is, Lord, I have tried to think myself into calm before. I have tried to solve my way into peace. I have tried to control my way into rest, and it has never worked the way your presence works. So tonight, I choose a holier way. I choose to stop forcing my mind to save me. I choose to stop demanding answers from thoughts that only keep circling. I choose to stop believing that if I rehearse every fear enough, I will somehow become less afraid. Instead, I choose to come under your peace. I choose to sit under your mercy. I choose to remain under your care. I choose to let the thoughts be quieter than your presence. I choose to let your truth be deeper than my mental noise. I choose to let this night belong more to you than to the spiral. And if thoughts rise again, Father, teach me what to do. Teach me not to chase them. Teach me not to wrestle with everyone. Teach me not to become alarmed just because they returned. Teach me to let them pass more lightly. Teach me to come back again and again, not to panic, but to your presence. Back to you, back to the room where you are here, back to the bed where I am being held, back to the truth that I do not have to carry every thought as though it were an emergency. And when fear tries to whisper again, let it meet this answer. The Lord is here. The Lord is near. The Lord is holding what I cannot. When tomorrow tries to rise in my mind again, let it meet this answer. The Lord already goes before me. The Lord will be there before I wake. The Lord does not need me to stay anxious in order to keep tomorrow from falling apart. When regret tries to revisit what has already passed, let it meet this answer. Mercy is here. Grace is here. I do not need to keep reopening what God is already covering. When the spiral tries to begin again, let it meet this quieter, stronger truth. I do not have to follow every thought. I do not have to enter every fear. I do not have to answer every question tonight. I do not have to carry the whole burden of this night in my own mind. Father, let the whole inside of me begin to quiet now. Let the mental noise grow less loud. Let the inner pressure lessen. Let the emotional weight of the thoughts begin to loosen. Let the soul stop running in circles. Let the heart stop trying to solve what must be surrendered. And in that quieting, let there be room again for simple trust. Trust that you are here. Trust that you see me. Trust that you understand the thoughts I have not even fully said aloud. Trust that you are not overwhelmed by what overwhelms me. Trust that you are not confused by what confuses me. Trust that you are not late to the places where I need you tonight. So Lord, receive my spiraling thoughts. Receive the ones that keep returning. Receive the ones that are heavy. Receive the ones that are dark. Receive the ones that make the room feel less restful than it should. Receive the ones that have made my soul feel tired even before sleep has come. Take them into your care, and in return, give me your peace. Give me peace over my thoughts, peace over my heart, peace over this room, peace over this night, peace that stands guard where I cannot, peace that stays even when I am still learning how to let go, peace that begins to teach my whole being that it is safe now. Father, I release my thoughts. I settle my heart in you. I let my soul begin to rest. And if I am not fully there yet, stay with me there. Stay with me in the process. Stay with me in the softening. Stay with me in the half-resting, half-learning to trust places. Stay with me until the mind that has been spiraling all day no longer feels the need to keep spinning in the dark. Because tonight, Lord, I do not want to be ruled by anxious thoughts. I want to be ruled by your peace. I do not want to end this day inside a loop of worry. I want to end it inside your presence. So quiet the spiraling thoughts. Guard my heart and mind. Settle what is anxious in me. Rest what is weary in me. And let my whole inner life begin to grow still under your care. Father, now that I have brought you my anxious thoughts, now that I have placed the inner storm into your hands, I ask you for something my heart deeply needs before sleep goes any further. Watch over me through this night, because sometimes what makes the night hard is not only what is happening inside me, sometimes it is also the feeling of vulnerability that comes when the day has ended. The room grows quiet, and I am left feeling small beneath the darkness. Sometimes the night makes a person feel exposed. Sometimes it makes the room feel too quiet. Sometimes it makes the heart listen too closely. Sometimes it makes old fears rise. Sometimes it makes loneliness feel heavier. Sometimes it makes me feel as though I still need to keep watch, even when I am exhausted. And Lord, if I'm honest, There are parts of me that still struggle to believe I can fully rest unless I keep something inside me awake. A guardedness, a vigilance, a hidden readiness, a subtle tension that says, stay alert, stay careful, keep listening, keep bracing, keep holding yourself together. But tonight, Father, I do not want to live through this whole night that way. I do not want to protect myself through tension. I do not want to guard my life through fear. I do not ask for a dramatic moment. I ask for a gentle one. I ask for the kind of peace that settles slowly but deeply. The kind of peace that tells the nervous system it may stand down. The kind of peace that tells the heart it no longer has to brace itself. The kind of peace that lets a weary body remember how to rest. Guard my mind, quiet every troubling thought. Keep my heart in peace. Let my body rest without fear. If anything has followed me into this night with heaviness or unrest, let it lose its hold as your presence fills this room. If there is tension in the unseen parts of me, meet it with calm. If there is fear I cannot fully name, meet it with safety. If there is unease I have carried from room to room all day long, let it stop here, beneath your care. Watch over the doors of this home. Watch over every corner of this place. Watch over the sleeping and the waking. Watch over what I see and what I do not see. Watch over what I understand and what I do not understand. Not because I want to live in fear, but because I want to live in trust. Your protection is not panic. Your protection is peace. Your protection is the quiet confidence that I am held by a faithful God. Your protection is the steady mercy of your presence. Your protection is the safety of resting under your care without needing to stay guarded all night. So tonight, Lord, be the peace around me. Be the safety over me. Be the shelter near me. Be the calm within me. While I sleep, let your peace stand watch over me. While I sleep, let your kindness remain here. While I sleep, let me dwell in safety. Because you are here, I may release fear. Because you are here, I may stop bracing. Because you are here, I may rest. And Lord, before I rest, I place the people I love into your hands. You know the ones who are on my heart tonight. The child I carry in prayer. The spouse I worry about. The parent whose condition I cannot fix. The loved one who is struggling. The family member who feels far away, even if they live in the same house. The person I keep thinking about when the room gets quiet. The person I cannot stop worrying over because I love them and I do not know how to help them enough. You know the family burden I have carried all day. You know the worries that return when everything around me becomes still. You know how the heart of a responsible person keeps reaching out even when the body is ready to collapse. So tonight, Lord, I bring you the people I love. Please watch over them through this night. Be near to them where I cannot be. Bring peace into their rooms, comfort into their hearts, mercy into the places that feel fragile tonight. Where there is sickness, bring rest. Where there is fear, bring calm. Where there is confusion, bring steadiness. Where there is sadness, bring quiet comfort. Where there is loneliness, let them know they are not forgotten by you. For the child who weighs heavily on a parent's mind tonight, be near. For the spouse carrying stress in silence, be near. For the family member facing health concerns, be near. For the one who feels lost, be near. For the one who is tired and cannot say it out loud, be near. For the one making poor choices, be near. For the one I love but cannot rescue by my own strength, be near. You see them more clearly than I do. You love them more deeply than I do. You are able to hold them more faithfully than I can. So I release my family into your care. I release the people I love into your keeping. I release the burdens I've carried for them. I release the helplessness I feel over what I cannot change for them tonight. I do not have to carry everyone by myself. I do not have to keep replaying their struggles through the night. I do not have to stay mentally awake out of love. Love does not have to look like exhaustion. Care does not have to become constant inner strain. Tonight, I place them under your peace. Cover this home with your peace. Cover every room with your peace. Cover every sleeping child, every weary adult, every anxious heart, every burdened mind. Let your kindness rest over this household. Let your favor surround the people I love like a shield. Let your mercy meet us in our hidden places. And where I cannot reach, you can. Where I cannot heal, you can comfort. Where I cannot protect, you can keep. Where I cannot carry anymore, you remain strong and gentle and faithful. So I loosen my grip now, not because I love my people less, but because I trust you more. They are in your hands tonight, and your hands are steady. Your hands are kind. Your hands do not grow tired. Your hands do not tremble with fear. Your hands do not lose what they hold. So I place the people I love there, and I let my heart rest. Lord, tonight I also bring you the parts of my life that feel worn thin. I bring you the tired heart. I bring you the strained body. I bring you the mind that has carried too much stress. I bring you the places inside me that feel fragile, ashamed, discouraged, or quietly exhausted. You know the struggles that live underneath the surface. You know the one who feels sick and frightened. You know the one waiting for answers. You know the one carrying chronic pain, chronic stress, chronic fatigue, chronic disappointment. You know the one worried about a diagnosis. You know the one caring for someone who is ill. You know the one who is lying here tonight, feeling the ache of grief in the body as much as in the soul. You also know the struggles no one sees, the hidden temptation, the relapse no one knows about, the alcohol, the lust, the shame, the habits that leave the heart feeling heavy afterward, the distance from Scripture, the drifting from prayer, the quiet guilt of feeling far from you, the fear of being too messy, too inconsistent, too tired, too compromised to come close. But Lord, I come anyway, not because I have done everything right, not because I have arrived at peace by my own strength, not because I am spiritually impressive tonight, but because you are merciful. I do not deserve your mercy, and yet you give it. I do not deserve your nearness, and yet you come near. I do not deserve your gentleness, and yet you remain kind. So for the heart that feels ashamed, bring mercy. For the life that feels messy, bring compassion. For the mind that feels stained by regret, bring cleansing peace. For the body that is tired, bring rest. For the soul that feels far away, bring quiet return. I do not need to clean myself up before I rest in you tonight. I do not need to become less broken before I receive your comfort tonight. I do not need to pretend I am strong before you hold me tonight. You already know. You know the tears that were hidden. You know the discouragement I buried. You know the cravings I fought. You know the sadness I minimized. You know the weariness that has become so normal. I barely even call it weariness anymore. So come near to all of it. Bring gentle healing where my heart feels bruised. Bring gentle mercy where I feel ashamed. Bring quiet relief where I feel worn out. Bring calm into my nervous system. Bring release into my muscles. Bring ease into my breathing. Bring comfort into the parts of me that have stayed clenched for too long. And where there is sickness or weakness, let your kindness meet me there. I do not ask you to treat me as a problem to solve. I ask you to hold me as your child, to stay with me in the weakness, to care for me in the exhaustion, to meet me in the limitation. If my body feels burdened tonight, let it rest beneath your care. If my emotions feel threadbare tonight, let them be held by your peace. If my soul feels tired from carrying too much and hiding too much, let it remember your mercy. You are not repelled by my weakness. You were not embarrassed by my need. You are not surprised by my struggle. You are not finished with me. So I surrender my tired heart to you now. I surrender my worn-out body to you now. I surrender the hidden places to you now. And even while I sleep, keep working gently in me. Even while I sleep, keep healing quietly in me. Even while I sleep, keep restoring what has been worn down. Even while I sleep, let your mercy remain near, because I am not held together by my own strength tonight. I am held by you. And Lord, I place tomorrow into your hands. All that is waiting for me when morning comes, all that I have been trying to prepare for, all that I keep rehearsing in my mind, all that I cannot control, I release to you now. The meeting, the decision, the bill, the test, the appointment, the conversation I have been replaying, the outcome I am afraid of, the responsibility waiting for me tomorrow, the future I have been trying to secure in my own thoughts. I place it all into your hands. I do not need tomorrow's grace tonight. I do not need to solve tomorrow before I sleep. I do not need to keep reaching into the future with anxious thoughts, as though staying awake could make me ready. You are already there before I arrive. You are already in the morning I have not yet entered. You are already present in the place I have been fearing. You are already ahead of the conversation, ahead of the pressure, ahead of the uncertainty, ahead of the thing I keep imagining. So, I do not need to drag tomorrow into this bed. I do not need to rehearse every possible outcome. I do not need to brace for every possible disappointment. I do not need to carry the future in my chest tonight. If I am worried about money, I place that worry into your hands. If I am worried about work, I place that burden into your hands. If I am worried about my family, I place that fear into your hands. If I am worried about health, answers, test results, or what comes next, I place all of it into your hands. Tomorrow belongs to you, not because tomorrow is easy, not because nothing hard could happen, but because whatever tomorrow holds, it will not hold me apart from you. You will still be God in the morning. You will still be near in the morning. You will still be faithful in the morning. You will still give what I need when the time comes. So tonight, I lay down the pressure. I lay down the unfinished thoughts. I lay down the fear of not being enough for what is ahead. I lay down the belief that I must mentally master tomorrow before I have permission to rest tonight. That burden is too heavy for me. So I hand it back to you. Carry what I cannot carry. Hold what I cannot hold. Go before me where I cannot go yet. Prepare what I cannot prepare. Sustain what I cannot keep from falling. And for tonight, let this be enough. You are already there. You will be with me. I do not need tomorrow's grace tonight. This night belongs to rest. So let tomorrow leave my hands now. Let the future loosen its grip now. Let the pressure come down now. Let my mind stop leaning forward into what has not arrived. Let my heart remain here in this room, in this prayer, under this peace. Tomorrow belongs to you. This night belongs to your care, and I am safe to sleep in the peace of your presence. Lord, before this day fades completely, remind my heart that I am not alone. You have not overlooked me tonight. You have not stepped away from me in my weakness. You have not grown tired of hearing my voice. Even here, in the quiet and in the tiredness, I am still known by you, still seen by you, still held in your care. When I call to you, you hear me. When my heart feels unsettled, you remain steady. When my thoughts feel scattered, you remain present. When I feel small beneath the weight of life, you remain near. So let this truth settle deep within me now. You are with me. I am not abandoned. I am not forsaken. I am not left to carry this night by myself. I am not beyond your mercy. I am not outside of your care. I am not too much for you. I am not alone. You know my name. You know my story. You know what hurts. You know what I have carried. You know the fears I do not speak out loud. You know the memories that still ache. You know the disappointments I tucked away. You know the questions I cannot answer. You know the weight I have tried to bear quietly. And still, you remain with me. Not only with me when I am strong, not only with me when I am spiritually steady, not only with me when I feel full of faith, but with me here tonight, in my tiredness, in my need, in my incompleteness, in my humanity. So if my thoughts try to wander back into fear, draw me gently back into your peace. If my heart begins to tighten again, remind me that your presence is still here. If I begin to feel alone again, remind me that the room is not empty because you are here. If I begin to feel forgotten again, remind me that I am still seen. If I begin to feel ashamed again, remind me that I still belong to you. I rest under your care. I belong to you. I am held by you. I am safe with you tonight. And because you are with me, I do not have to make peace happen on my own. Because you are with me, I do not have to create safety by my own vigilance. Because you are with me, I do not have to earn rest. Because you are with me, I may receive it. Let this truth sink deeper than my fear. Let it settle deeper than my tension. Let it become steadier than the noise in my mind. You are with me. My God is with me. My God is with me tonight. And if I cannot hold many words anymore, let this one truth be enough to carry me into sleep. You are with me. You are with me. You are with me. So now, let this night grow quiet around you. Let your breathing stay slow and gentle. Let your thoughts become softer. Let your body sink a little deeper into the place where it is being held. You do not need to carry anything else now. You do not need to reach any farther into this night. You do not need to search any deeper into your thoughts. You do not need to brace yourself anymore. The Lord is with you. His peace is over you. His care is beneath you and around you. His presence remains here. So breathe softly. Let your head rest more deeply into the pillow. Let the bed support you. Let your jaw remain unclenched. Let your shoulders stay loose. Let your chest soften. Let your mind become less busy. Let your heart remain quiet before God. In peace, you may lie down and sleep. The Lord alone makes you dwell in safety. He will remain with you through this night, and you are safe to rest. If your thoughts rise again, let them pass without following them. If your chest tightens again, let the breath stay gentle. If you wake for a moment in the night, you do not have to be afraid. The Lord is still here. His peace has not moved. His care has not gone anywhere. You may return gently to His presence. You may rest again in His peace. So let go now. Let the day go. Let the burden go. Let the pressure go. Let the future go. Let the strain go. Let your thoughts become light enough to drift. Let your body remember rest. Let your soul rest under the kindness of God. In peace, I lie down and sleep. In peace, I lie down and sleep. The Lord makes me dwell in safety. My God is with me. My God is with me. My God is with me. Safe, secure, held, protected. Safe, secure, held, protected. The Lord is with me. The Lord is with me. The Lord is with me. So rest now. Be still now. Let sleep come gently. Let peace remain. And if words begin to fade, let them fade into this. God is with me. God is with me. God is with me. In peace I will lie down and sleep. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. Amen.